Hi, how are you doing? And welcome to a series of videos on Checkmate the Matrix. What we wanted to do is to have a series of videos that are going to actually go and show you how to start playing a better game of chess in this matrix system. We need to play a better game so that we can actually get the matrix into checkmate instead of them always seeming to be beating us and putting us into checkmate and keeping us down in their slave systems. This is such a big long series of information that we couldn't fit it all into one video. We tried to do a webinar, but the matrix attacked us. It is what it is. So we're breaking it down into a series of videos so it's going to be easier for you to listen to rather than 6-7 hour video. Who's going to listen to that? So we've got a series of videos, great information. If this is for you, you want to actually escape the matrix level, escape the slave system, put the matrix into checkmate, then this is for you. If it isn't, and you just want to remain in controversy and fighting and not learning, being distracted by your matrix systems, being involved in all the bread and circus and distractions going on, the TV and everything else, and all of this negativity, this is never going to work for you. All right, so save yourself the time of watching the videos. But if you want to get ahead and you want to start putting the matrix into checkmate, beating them instead, then this is going to be for you. So this is the first one, a little bit of introduction, and we're even going to show you how you can actually start getting online businesses created on your first stream of income and start to put the checkmate onto the matrix from the very first video itself. So have a look at this one and then keep an eye out for the others. We will be emailing them out to you because you registered for the webinar. All right, thank you for that. Thank you for the support. I'll watch the information and move ahead, checkmate the matrix. Hi there and welcome to Checkmate the Matrix. So what this series of videos is going to be about, it's not just going to be one series. We did try to do a live webinar. I mean, it came on, but we had a lot of interference with it. So we're just going to do it like recorded videos, make it easier for you to actually get access to this really important information. Because we're actually trying to help you checkmate the matrix, whereas other people and other groups are actually part of the matrix, all completely paid shills, government agents that are trying to stop you checkmating the matrix or getting anywhere near outside of the matrix. This might actually be full of surprises for you. It's absolutely nothing to do with what you might expect, but we're trying to assist you to move away from the actual systems that are enslaving you. And it is, the whole thing is a trap. All right, we're going to go over the slides in a while and you're going to see exactly what we mean. But at the end of the day, you know, we're just there to try and help you try and play a better game of this matrix. That's why we're using the chessboard, because it's all about playing the games, isn't it? So we need to get to play better chess so that we can actually get the matrix in checkmate and we can move on ahead of the game. Fair enough, we're saying checkmate the matrix, but how do we actually do that then? How do you put the matrix into checkmate? Well, the thing is, like I've just said there, you need to be able to learn how to play the game better. We're all in this simulation. The better of the simulation is to be able to play the game. Now, just so you know, during this presentation, okay, we are going to be showing you methods to start earning money online now without having to pay anybody anything whatsoever. Not me, not any program, absolutely nobody. We're going to show you how to do this. Now, why we're talking about earning money online? Well, 2024 is going to be a huge year. If you look at any central banking system, from the Bank of England to the Federal Reserve, they are going to be pumping billions and billions of fiat currency into the system over 2024 to cause inflation to go even worse than what it is now. We're actually looking at the introduction of the CBDCs. If you don't realize that they're already there, they are there now in the background, just ready to be launched to the general public, but they are already done. It's sorted. It's a done deal. You're going to have to get used to it. So we've also got ways that you can actually get into the decentralized financial system so you can actually combat the CBDCs. However, if you've ever heard of any of the other videos of people that like similar to Andrew Tate, then they tell you that this is a poor man's game. They are trying to actually stretch. Now you'll see it over 2024 with the introductions of the CBDCs and the collapsing of the fiat system. We're not really sure when that'll happen, but it's on its way. That the middle class is going to get exterminated. So you're going to have them and us. You're going to have that high rank and the low rank. They're going to destroy the middle class as well, through not just through the financial crash, but also through AI. AI is going to be replacing many jobs. So it's going to get more difficult to actually earn money unless you start earning it online. This is the new frontier, if you like. So that's why we're going to help you, and that's why we're going to show you ways of you being able to actually start earning money online, to be able to get away from your job, which means just over broke. All you need for this is your phone, a few hours a day, and an internet connection. And that is it. You do not have to pay a program. You do not have to pay to join a company or join anything like that whatsoever. You can start doing this, do exactly what I'm going to show you, and you can start earning money quickly. All right, but first we've got to know what the matrix is. What actually is it? Obviously, we're talking about a huge slave system is what it is, but it is also a trap. And it's to trap you into their systems, which is why we're actually looking at ways to escape their systems, get out of the trap, or even avoid the trap. The trap is a money system as well. It's all about keeping you on that lower frame, that lower mentality. And a lot of it, the trap itself, is designed there through doubt, self-doubt, doubting yourself. It's there designed to keep you in their trap, to keep you down spiritually, physically, mentally, as well as with doubt. So it's keeping you in their traps. It's keeping you down on the bottom levels of life. What you have to do is you've got to realize that you don't want to let those doubts creep in. You can escape the trap as long as you don't doubt yourself. Never doubt yourself. That's what they need. That's what they want. So do not be a doubting Debbie. Okay, don't get worried about anything and don't doubt yourself. Remember, okay, during this presentation, we are going to show you systems where you will be able to start making money. You can do this. Do not doubt that you can do this. We have got teenagers that are running this just on a part-time basis because they're juggling it between doing this and being at school, and they're actually making more money than their teachers. We've got groups of teenagers that are actually helping each other do it, and their income is booming, and they're making more than all of the adults that they actually know. We're going to show you exactly how they do it and how you can do it, and it won't cost you anything to actually get started. You don't have to pay me anything. You don't have to pay anybody else anything. And this is about you creating your income, you creating income streams, various different income streams. First one, straight away, I'm going to show you, right, which won't cost you absolutely nothing. You don't have to go and complete any pretend forms that you're going to get money back from your bank for 3 years or any of that nonsense. All right, you don't have to pay anybody for anything. You can actually start creating your own online income, your online business from nothing, at a start, from literally starting from nothing, and it will cost you nothing as well to get going. We're going to show you this soon. Now, I showed you the picture with the teenagers, but that's just an example. What is true is anybody can do this. Anybody can checkmate the matrix. We know a middle-aged guy, right? He was suffering from depression. He'd lost his job. He'd split up with his wife, right? He thought he had nothing to live for, so he started doing what we were actually showing him. Now, right, he's actually got a great online income. He's developed it there. He's making a great income online. He's got himself his own business, and now he's even started his own podcast. His confidence is soaring. He's feeling great about himself, and he's getting on with his life, and it's fantastic. He's checkmate the matrix. So we're going to show you how to actually get going with that as well. And anybody can do this, from teenagers right the way through to the elderly. Anybody, absolutely anybody can do this. But let's take a step back. Let's take a step back and go to the beginning and see what we're actually talking about here, about the matrix. So you've got to remember that we are a miracle of creation. We are the zygote. Through this miraculous process of creation, we have 23 chromosomes meeting 23 chromosomes, male and female, to make the cell of 46. It's called a zygote at the actual time of creation. Now, many Asian cultures, they actually celebrate the birthday from the day of creation, from the day of the formation of the zygote, not when they're actually coming to the hospital room, right? They see that as ridiculous. So You know, we're actually seeing that. That is when you are truly born. That is when you are made and you are free and you are created into freedom, is when you are the zygote. The matrix, though, it tries to grab a hold of you as early as possible. So we know through experience, because we used to run a martial arts school right inside in the same building as a nursery, and the nursery were actually advertising for places for 1-year-olds. So they're trying to actually get you to give up your children as soon as possible. This is all just about control and disruption of the family unit. They want the children breaking away from the parents as soon as possible, and then they start with the manipulation, the disruption of the family unit, and the indoctrination of the mind. And it's getting younger and younger. But in reality, let's stick to the age of 4 when they actually go to school. That's when I went when I was 4 years old. So from 0 to 4 years, right, we're free to develop ourselves. Our mind is free. We're not getting brainwashed all at the time. Obviously, you have the influence from your parents, but we're not having teachers influencing and indoctrinating us from the age of 0 upwards. But when we get to 4, then we have to go off to school, they call it. Alright, so once we enter these government indoctrination camps, we are no longer free to develop without constant brainwashing and manipulation. And that's exactly what it is. Some people may call it schools. I think one of the schools I went to looked like that picture. But that's all it is constant brainwashing, indoctrination and manipulation. So from 4 years of age now, I left school at 16. Before then, I know that it used to be around 14. But the plans are in place for 18 years now. So 18 years of age, then they're going to keep the children in school. And I think it's going to higher education where they're not even allowed to choose their own subjects. So from the age of 4, going up to 18 years now. It used to be 16 when I left school. Went straight into the Royal Navy. But now I know that there's plans to keep them until 18 years. And on the higher education, whatever it used to be called A-levels, I think they've even changed the name. You're not even allowed to choose your own subjects now. So they're even taking that away from you and making you stay in their indoctrination camps until the age of 18. From the age of 18, a lot of people are encouraged then to go and attend the further education, going into universities or colleges, going in to get degrees, etc., etc. What they're doing is they're attending high-end indoctrination and debt installation camps. Now, we know it. You see how much debt these kids are getting put into, right? You go in as a teenager, and then you're coming out from 25, 26 with piles of debt already on top of you. So some people may call them colleges and universities, but we truly see them as high-end indoctrination and debt installation camps. So for the vast majority of people, not everybody, and it doesn't apply to everybody, obviously, but between the zygote, the creation, and the age of 25, we've went from a free soul with a free spirit to an indoctrinated debt slave. 25, 26, whatever it would be, then we're going to get out into the marketplace and get ourselves a job. And again, for the vast majority of people, that is what we call a job, just over broke. Just enough to pay debts, bills and taxes. Now and again you might be able to afford a couple of weeks away in Benidorm, but that's about it for the vast majority. We do know obviously that there are people that actually create their own businesses and etc, etc. We know that, but we're talking about the vast majority of the public that are stuck in a job just over broke, and a lot of times it's something they actually hate doing as well. You know, I've had plenty of jobs that I absolutely detested when I was younger. So then we're looking at the retirement age at 65 we put. So once at 65, we're lucky if we struggle through the first few years before dying. Still having a P on our passport. You go and check it now. Go and have a look at your passport and it'll tell you on there. The type is a type P. What does that stand for? It stands for pauper. That is what they actually think of you. You're a pauper, you're a peasant, you've got it on your passport, and they are going to treat you like that way until you die. So in reality, are you excited to work for someone else for the next 40 years and then struggle financially after that until you die? That is what we're looking at. A debt slave, completely chained down to the floor. Well, that is not something that we should be too excited about. So what we're looking to do is to checkmate the matrix. So we're looking at creating our own freedom. Now we know freedom is different for everyone, but the last slide where you're seen chained down to the floor, covered in debt, ready to die once you've worked for the 40 years, that's not freedom at all, is it? Now everybody's got a different mindset and everybody's got a different level of what freedom is, but you need to get your freedom, and that's what we're going to try and help you. Now, the thing is, when you're trying to create your freedom, we are just so easily distracted. We are designed that way. So the Matrix is a massive distraction expert. We call it the bread and circus. So the Romans used to have the Colosseum, and whenever the people, or the mob is what they called them, were getting restless, they used to put the games on and fill the Colosseum with the crowds that would watch the gladiators fight to the death, or they would have the animals in and the gladiators have to kill the animals or get killed by the animals. And I think that sometimes he actually killed the Christians as well, I'm not really sure. But anyway, it wasn't very good. And it's all about feeding people with the bread, keeping them drunk, right? Giving them all the wine. They used to give cheap wine, free food, and then have all of the circus on, which was the games, everybody fighting. So we're still doing that. The Colosseum is one shape. Go and look at most of the stadiums around the world. The football stadiums, the rugby stadiums, whatever it would be. Some people call it soccer, football, whatever, but they're very similar. So you've got the boxing matches going on, obviously, you know, and it's all there as a distraction. And on top of that distraction, okay, you have like the virus thing happening, you have wars going on and disasters happening. It's never ending. We are getting distracted to stop us moving forward and realizing our true potential and our real power of a spiritual entity. So literally what they do is they make you look one way at their distractions, the virus, inflation, bread and games and war, and the real narrative is happening in the opposite direction. So they are doing things behind your back. They are actually crashing the financial system to put more people than ever into the poverty levels, and we're not looking, we're not really knowing. And we need to start learning how to do things now and getting ready for this massive reset that we're right in the middle of, and not allowing us to be as distracted as we have. Now, we're talking about an online business. Yes, that's exactly what we're talking about. But we do realize though that in general, people don't want a business, but what they do is they want the results of having a successful business. Things like time freedom, location freedom, financial freedom, mental and emotional freedom. Not fenced in like the picture there. That's what we're looking for. So let's break this down. Time freedom. What we mean by that is you choose when to work and when to relax. You work the hours that suits your needs. Location freedom. Well, what we mean by that is you've got no office to commute to. You don't have to get stuck in traffic traveling hours from one way and then hours the other way. Work anywhere in the world. Become a digital nomad. I have many friends now that literally live a lifestyle that's similar to that picture. A lot of them, they're in Thailand for a few months of the year, then they go to Australia for a few months, then they go over to back to Thailand again. You know, they're traveling around and they're actually working on the digital nomad lifestyle, and it does, sometimes they do actually look like this picture here. And financial freedom. Okay, so the thing is with financial freedom, the whole matrix system is a financial trap. What it is about is it's keeping you in debt. It's keeping you in the lower realms of life. It's keeping you struggling to pay bills. You know, what we're here to do is we're here to remove controversy. I'm not trying to get people to go and fight not paying the bills. I'm not saying don't go and not paying like whatever council taxes or taxes, whatever. What I'm saying is we're going to give you systems and multiple streams of income that will actually put money into your pockets, into your bank accounts, into your wallets, that you will not be struggling financially the way that people are at the minute. You can break free and gain freedom from the matrix by doing these things. I know that some people just think that it's great to be in these problems, and they think, well, no, I want to be in this problem, and they're living in a victim mentality. Fair enough, then this is not for you. Stop there and then go and do something else. If you're not looking for that and you're wanting to use systems that can create multiple streams of income and get out of the financial difficulty and get away from the matrix financial trap, then carry on listening. Mental and emotional freedom. Right, we know that in every life some rain must fall. However, if you're in control of your time, your location and your financial freedom, then your mental and emotional state will be taken care of. So we're not talking about money's going to solve all your problems, but it's certainly going to help. So if you're not in that financial struggle all the time, then your mental and emotional state will be lifted, and then it's going to help us if we've got not being tied into office hours. We're not looking at being stuck in an office. We're not looking at traveling all the time to work and back to home. It's going to really lift up your emotions, and it's going to help us start living in a more spiritual lifestyle. So let's compare those things that we've just been talking about to those freedoms there to having a job just over broke. So time freedom, a job? Can a job give you time freedom? Can it give you location freedom? Can it give you financial freedom, mental and emotional freedom? Well, from what I did, I remember being like working on building sites in construction. You had to be there at a set time, you had to leave at a set time, you had 10 minutes break for a cup of tea, half an hour in the middle of the day for your lunch, right? No freedom whatsoever. You know, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the job. As I've said, it's great experience. However, we need now to start developing ourselves and getting ready for the Great Reset, whether it's going to make it even harder, but we're going to show you how to move into, like, getting ready for Web 3.0, etc., etc. Online income, business income from online, and not getting stuck on CBDCs. As I've just mentioned, having a job, it's a great learning experience for life. But we've got to realise how fast things are changing. Government controls are getting tighter and harder. It's going to tie you into 15-minute cities. It's going to bring in the CBDCs, universal credit. They are going to devastate the middle class by the fiat currency that they're printing out now, that's going to have inflation smashing through the roof. And also we got AI, artificial intelligence, which is going to replace many jobs as well. So we need to start looking now at things, how fast they're going to change. So we need to start creating our online businesses to make sure that you've got something to protect you when this all starts happening, so you don't get smashed down by this Great Reset. Now, we mentioned before, not everybody does the job. Some people are lucky enough to go into traditional businesses and they open a business for themselves, and it's much better. But for most of us, that can be difficult because of the upfront costs to start running a business. One of the first seminars that I went, it was actually a huge event. It was down in London, in Wembley. I think it was 2005, maybe, something around that time. And I met a guy, and he was talking about how to actually, it wasn't an online business then, it was actually a mailing business. But he was showing people how to start from their own business from scratch, using virtually no money at all. His dad, he had a hardware store, and it was full of everything that you would need, from a pair of pliers to screws to anything like that. But it had cost thousands upon thousands of pounds to actually stock the shop, and that obviously is very expensive. So we can't, or certainly I can't, afford to just go out and stock a shop, whatever it would be. A traditional business nowadays is actually more and more costly to do, whereas the ways we're going to show you how to set up businesses online, in some cases, costs literally zero. So we're looking at making passive income. That should be your goal, plus multiple streams of income. So to check the matrix, you need to play them at their own game. So why would you need multiple streams of income? Well, imagine this. I was in my gym, 2020, we all know what happened. Boom, the income was immediately stopped. They shut the gyms, everything was a nightmare. If you have only one source of income, that's what can happen to you. That income stream stops and you've got nothing left. We need to create multiple streams of income. We're going to show you how to do that, so that if one stream ends, then you've got other streams that you can actually go to straight away, and they're already bringing money in, and you're not panicking when you've lost that one stream. This is how you actually checkmate the matrix. This is how we start to play them at their game. We play a better game so we can beat them. Anybody can do this. Anybody at any age can do this. We've told you about those teenagers there that's making more money than the teachers. We told you about the middle-aged man there. He's now got his own podcast as well as businesses. He's got multiple streams of income, and it all started from just doing what we showed. And the thing is, anybody can do this. Step away from fear and doubt. Do not be a doubting Debbie. Do not allow yourself to be distracted. Look what's going on. Find out what's going on with all of the financial situation, with all of the CBDCs coming into Web 3.0. Now is the time to get involved. Now is the time to actually start doing this. Don't get yourself distracted. So we're talking about online businesses. So what do we actually mean? Well, there's many different types of online businesses. So we're going to tell you a few of them and explain a little bit about it. So we've got e-commerce. Obviously, commerce, that means selling things, business. We've got an ads agency or a business agency. That's when you're helping other businesses with projects for advertising. We used to do quite a lot through Facebook ads. You can also do it through Google ads, that type of thing. So a business agency or an ads agency. You can also set up a company that can sell courses online, information courses, any type of information. You are already an expert at something, so you can actually help pass that on to others. You can also have a content creation agency. We do a lot of content creation. However, you can do it for other businesses. So other businesses that haven't got the time or the skills to create their own content, you can actually help them using your videos and images, etc., to do content creation for them. We also have affiliate marketing, which is a big marketplace, and that's where you actually sell other people's products that are already established, already well known and well used, and you can actually just be kind of like a representative for those different products. So e-commerce, now we said that's selling things. Now there's different ways of doing that. You can have Amazon FBA, that means fulfilled by Amazon. I've actually done that myself when I was running my gym. We used to sell quite a lot of like boxing gloves, head guards, gum shields, that type of stuff, you know, through Amazon. I also know other people that did it, like selling vitamins and minerals and that type of thing through Amazon. However, it does create a few problems. If Amazon say that it's a really good marketplace and you're doing really well, I do know that they've actually took over the marketplace and shut other people's businesses down. So just bear that in mind. But there's Amazon FBA. You also have Etsy, which is the little Etsy stores. I do know a lot of people that are doing very well at doing that. And I also have some friends of mine that do a print to order. So literally they have no stock. So somebody buys a t-shirt, they print the t-shirt to order, the cup, the pen, the hat, anything like that. It just gets printed to order. Obviously he has the markup on there, and they make a good profit out of that business, print to order business. You can also do drop shipping when you're selling other companies' products for them, and you're actually advertising the product, but the other company ships straight from their warehouse or from their shop, so you don't hold any stock. It's a very good way of doing e-commerce drop shipping. I've also known people doing that from what we call eBay to Amazon or Amazon to eBay. What these people do is they'll buy goods from Amazon and they'll advertise them on eBay for a profit. I know people that are doing it and making good monthly profits, but it is a lot of work because every single item is only making a small profit. So I mentioned the ads agency. So again, you've got Facebook ads, TikTok ads, YouTube ads, as well as SEO search engine ads going for that. When I was running my gym, I used to do a lot of Facebook ads, so I ended up doing a lot of Facebook ads for other companies. So I was running an agency. But you are tied to serving clients. That's the only thing about that. Some people I do know love it and they're making a fortune out of it, and they love to do that work because of their creativity. But just remember, right, you're serving the general public even though it's businesses, so you do have clients and you have to make sure you serve their needs. So we have the creation and selling of online courses. So again, this is amazing. I've been studying and following a guy called Russell Brunson for many years, and it's all about being an expert in your field and selling courses that what you're expert on. Following that path, I also studied with him, went to America, went to his conferences, and learned as much as I could about using funnels and using marketing systems. And I was selling self-defense courses. We filled up our gym, martial arts gyms around the northeast of England by doing this. You can actually look at what you are an expert at, and then you can sell online courses at your expertise, whatever that would be. Anything from computer programming down to knitting even. And another fantastic business is content creation. You can do that either for yourself, i.e. you create your own brand, what they call a personal brand, or you can do it for others or other brands. It is a massive marketplace, and I know people that do content creation very similar to the ads business, the ads agency for other businesses. What you're doing is you're creating content for other businesses, and there is a never-ending demand for the content creation that you can actually create for other businesses. This is a fantastic business to get involved in. And the thing is, when you're doing content creation for yourself, creating your own personal brand, you can really develop that into a fantastic business. Just think of the people that you see, the people that call them YouTubers. You know, that you've got the people like Paul Logan, Mr. Beast, KSI. They're all huge ones, but there are many that are very, very successful at doing that. So this is a fantastic business to get involved in. Affiliate marketing is a fantastic business model. It's something I have a lot of experience at, and it's a method where you use established, well-known brands and you use their products to sell. This is also often combined with content creation. So you're doing your own content creation, creating your own brand, but placing it in front of well-established products and selling those products because the brand is so well known. So it's a fantastic way of creating an online income, and it's something that I would definitely recommend and something that I still even do today. But right now, because this is the first video that I do, I want you to look at the first stream of income. This is content creation at its easiest. This is being done right now by anyone from teens through to retired people, and it's something that you can get involved in and that you can start doing right now and earning money and not pay anybody else to get this going. This is a business you can create today, now, because you're already there and you can start earning money without paying anything at all. So listen carefully. So to get started, all you need truly is your phone. Now, I know 99% of you have got your phone now. You need no fancy lighting, you need no fancy tripods, you need no fancy microphone, and you need no fancy scripts. All you need is your phone and you and some talking and your eye. Most people I know already have a smartphone with a camera on, so you can actually get going with this now. You don't need anything else. You're already fully equipped and ready to go. As I've said, you already have a smartphone, so there's no cost involved. What you need to do is, first of all, I'll tell you why I'm saying TikTok, but go and open a TikTok account. It's for free, so there's no cost involved. The reason why I'm saying TikTok is because the algorithm is very basic. It's very simple to start using, and we've done studies of thousands upon thousands of videos on there with graphs and everything, so we know how to make them go viral. Next step is to make 5 to 6 videos a day of 1 minute or more. Again, it doesn't cost you anything to do that. Make sure that the videos are smooth, easy to watch, no gaps, like big gaps where there's no talking when you're supposed to be giving the information out. Post them every day for 30 days and you will start seeing traction. Again, no cost involved. The reason you'll start making money is because you will get paid by the platform just when people watch your videos, nothing else. So you join the TikTok creator program. Again, it's free, no cost to you. You keep posting your 6 videos a day consistently every single day, 7 days a week. You just keep doing it. Now, on the TikTok creator program, you have to qualify for it. How do you do that? You have to have 10,000 followers. That does sound like a lot, but I'm telling you now, when I was posting videos out, they were getting 200,000 views just on that one video, and I was getting 2,000 to 3,000 followers a day every day. So it's not that hard, even though it looks as if it's a big number. You will get there fast. You also need to get 100,000 views in the last 30 days to qualify for the creator program. Again, sounds like a big number, 100,000. However, I was getting 200,000 views just on one video. So think how easy that will be to qualify. If you're doing what we show you how to do, and you keep doing it consistently, 6 videos a day, every single day, without a break, you will be hitting these numbers easily. Then you will get paid by TikTok just for views. You don't have to sell anything. You don't have to do anything. TikTok will pay you just for people watching your video. And that is an income that you can create today. And you don't pay anyone. Just do exactly what I've just told you to do. Okay? Well, you don't have to pay anybody anything. This is just the start. By doing that, you are literally creating your own personal brand. And then you can start creating the top picture to be your office by doing content creation, like the bottom picture. That's all you have to do. It's completely free to do it. It's completely free to start. There's no cost involved. The only thing that's stopping anybody doing this is you. You can do this now, and the only one stopping you is you. It's 100% true. And literally, this can be your office. That top picture can be your office instead of this one, sitting there stressed out, surrounded by work and doing stuff for other people. You can actually get doing this right now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to end this video here, end this session, and in all seriousness, what we want to do is we want to look at something called phantom marketing. Now, there's various different ways of doing this. It's not as scary or as spooky as it looks, and it can actually increase the levels of income and the actual streams of income that you're going to be using. But for right now, you can actually go and have a look at all of what we've just told you now. You have your own phone. It's going to cost you nothing to get started. Go and create a TikTok account. It will cost you nothing to get started. Start doing 6 videos every day and post them out. Make sure you spread them out. Make sure there's at least an hour and a half between the actual postings. Now you can pick the topic, you can pick the niche. We're going to go over that. I'm telling you now, the guy who's already got his own podcast now, he just goes around the town talking about anything he wants, goes walking down the beach, walking in the woods, just talking about absolutely anything. But you go and pick yourself a niche. We're going to go over that in the next series, but I want to get this video out there for you. You can actually start getting paid by TikTok. It's not going to cost you anything. You can get the business literally a stream of income online now and not be paying anybody anything for that. And if you do it correctly, 6 videos a day posted, an hour between them all there. Get going, make sure there's no big gaps in the video, so there's not like it starts off the first 3 seconds is the most important. You do not want a gap there. It should be talking on there immediately. Have a big headline so that people can read the headline, what the video is about, what you're talking about, and start posting every single day, and you will start to get traction on that. We will show you better ways on how to diversify and how to get multiple streams of income in the next video. Okay, I don't want to be going on for more than an hour, so have a look at this video, have a look at TikTok, get an account started, start putting up your videos. They have to be over a minute long, and you will start seeing your views increasing, you will start seeing your followers increasing, and you will very quickly be able to qualify for the content creation program. Again, join up, it costs you nothing. You can start making money on there very quickly, and I know people that are making thousands of pounds every single month from that program, and it costs you nothing to get started and doing that now. So go ahead, go and have a look at it, and in the next video we will start talking about phantom marketing and how to multiply your streams of income. Take care until the next video. See you later.